Good afternoon, guys. Joe Maffey here, Combat Nation, Integrated Martial Development Center. Okay, guys, what we're going to do today is I'm going to show you guys how to make some MMA-Jiu-jitsu training mats, okay? If you go out and you look at some of the big-name companies, I'm not going to mention any, they charge a fortune for mats, guys, all right? So to make yourself a little 8x10 or 15x15 mat, if you went out and bought it, it probably cost you somewhere around $1,000, all right? And it's expensive. So I'm going to show you how to make a little 8x10 mat today that you guys can use in accordance with my Common Man training program, and you and your buddy or you and your brother-in-law, whatever, will be able to train safely without getting hurt. Okay, so here are the ingredients that you're going to need. You're going to need some foam rubber. You're going to need a couple of 4 bungee cords, roughly this big. You're going to need some kind of cordage, some paracord or some rope. In lieu of these bungee cords, you're going to need some tape, some tent stakes, and you're going to need a tarp. Now, all this is going to cost you guys probably under $50, all right? And I'll go through the components with you, and I'll show you how to put this thing together. Okay, guys, the most important thing is the foam or the mat itself. Now, this, if you can see it, is roughly about, I'd say, 1.5 to 2 inches cell width. They call it the cell, okay? And you can see as I squeeze it, it's really not that spongy, but it's not hard either, okay? So this is the kind of mat that you want. You want to feel this when you go there. You can see what it's like, guys, okay? You want something that you can stand on and kickbox on, but you also want to have something that you can roll around and do jiu-jitsu and not hurt your knees and do takedowns, double legs, and flips and throws without getting hurt. All right, guys? So this is basically the kind of foam, and you can go to a foam rubber store and get this, all right? Now, guys, just to give you an idea, this mat here, the components of this mat probably cost, I think, this piece and this piece here and the piece on the ground was like $16. So let's just call it $20. So for the foam itself, it cost me roughly $20. And you guys can go to an upholstery factory and go and pick out the kind of foam rubber that you want, and you should be able to get it for, $20, $30, depending on the size. Like I said, this is going to be an 8x10 mat. You can make it a little bigger, but your foam is the most important, and that's going to cost you roughly about, I'd say, $20, okay? Your tarp that I got here at Walmart is an 8x10 tarp, and this cost me $10, all right? These bungee cords, I think, were $1.50 a piece, and these little tent stakes that I have here, guys, I think I got them in a Dick's Sporting Goods store at in one of the bins for 50 cents a piece. So the whole thing is going to be under under $50. And you can use anything you want, from paracord. This happens to be 550 paracord. First thing you want to do, guys, is lay out your foam. Next thing, guys, like I showed you here, we're just going to cover it with the top. You want to hook your top with your bungee cord, pull it out, and bang it down into a stake. So it's going to hold the top in place when I stretch it. So I'm going to do all 4 sides. Okay, guys, if you don't happen to have a bungee cord and you just want to use rope, that's why I put it out here. All I'm going to do is I'm just going to tie a little half hitch on the end of this rope. I'm going to put it through with the grommet right here, and then pull it straight through. So I have it a tie like this. Alright, so when I pull that taunt from that corner to this corner, it's going to stay nice and tight. See how I'm pulling that? And then I'm going to take it, and we'll just tie it up. Here, guys, you can see I didn't even use any paracord or anything. I just drove the stake right into the grommet. I don't usually like to do this, guys, because you could slip and you could land on this piece right here. So I would rather pull it out far away over like I did on this one. Okay, guys, so that's the common man's mat, all right? And this would be perfect for anything that you guys need to do the train on. You're swung, you're padding, you can fall, you can move around, you can kickbox, all right? So for the cheap money, for the 50 bucks, you got yourself a nice 8x10 mat, opposed to $1,000 bucks. Okay, guys? So if you're one of those guys that wants to be self-reliant and learn how to train and do it on the cheap, this is the best way to do it. My name's Joe Matthew, Combat Nation, Integrated Martial Development Center. We'll catch you guys later. jmjkg.com.